Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with episode 1 of my Dredge playthrough. Dredge is such a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Everything about the game is absolutely fantastic. So, what I hope happens is you watch the first 10 minutes of this first video and you get a taste for the flavor of the game and it inspires you to go play the game. And you stop, don't watch the rest of the videos, go play through the whole game, and then come back and comment on this first video and tell me that that's what happened. That this inspired you, this piqued your interest, you went and played it and you loved it, and that would be my absolute favorite thing to see as a comment on this video series. Second place, my silver medal, of course, would be that you don't want to play the game, but you watch all the videos and you can let me know if you enjoy the content. That, of course, would be great to hear as well, but first and foremost, I really hope anyone that sees this video has played or will play the game because it is really, really great. It's one of those rare games. It's a small developer, but you can see that it was made with love and care, and everything about the game was looked at and polished and thought about and done in a way that focused on fun and love for the game and for the genre, and not like how can we appeal to the biggest audience and the and to the masses and be generic and not take any risks, right? So that is what I want to happen from this video series. What is this video series? Well, what I'm going to do, it's a full playthrough, but I'm not going to make you watch the boring bits. So in my my full playthrough for Aground, I sped up through a lot of the tedious parts because I didn't want you to miss anything. I wanted you to see everything that happened. Well, similarly here in Dredge, you don't do anything underground, but you do a lot of fishing, and some of the fishing is a bit grindy, is a bit repetitive, and I don't think it makes for very entertaining gameplay to watch somebody else play a fishing minigame. It is fun to play. The fishing mechanics in the game are great, but the fifth time you've seen me catch a certain fish that I'm going to get a full boat supply for money so I can upgrade my ship, you don't need to see that. So you will see all of the major plot points, the major story events. You'll see the side quests, right? You'll see 80% of the game and 90% of what's kind of important or advances the story or has any real meaning. And then I'll cut out things that don't move the story along. If I went out and just grinded some money and caught some fish and did all that and then came back to the boat, those parts will be faded out and jumped through so that you don't have to sit and waste time with them. So you will, by the end of this video, have an understanding of how to get every achievement in the game, but it won't be a specific walkthrough. One of the achievements is to catch every single fish. I'm not going to show you the location for every single fish in the video because the game provides it for you. It gives you guides and says, if you want to catch this fish, go to this location at this time of day, and you'll get it, right? So the game is really, really good at that. So again, I'm not going to waste my time on the tedious stuff. So that's what I hope to get out of it. That's what these videos are going to be. And at the beginning of each video, I'll have a quick face cam section at the start of the video that gives a preview for what's going to come. I'm not going to do live commentary or after the fact post commentary for the whole video. Again, it's me just playing the fishing minigame and doing things. So I don't think there's a lot to be gained from that, but giving you a heads up about what's going to come, what you will see in that video, and then letting it play out so that you can watch it, I think will be the way that this goes best. So this first video, of course, the intro is going to be a bit longer as I'm explaining things, but once we get past that, we get into the actual gameplay itself. And you start by being dropped in this world and trying to make some money to repair or pay off a fishing boat. And it seems so charming and innocent, and it introduces all the mechanics to you in a very logical way. Everything makes sense. Everything kind of fits this cheerful, cutesy theme. And then things start to get weird, very slowly, very subtly. And the atmosphere, the environment, the feeling of this game is one of its strongest points. It's not plot heavy. There's no exposition. There is a little bit of, dialogue, cutscenes where you'll read some text, but it is simple and it is more about the feel and the emotion than it is about the specific plot points. So in this first video, it is, as most games are, a tutorial. It introduces you to the mechanics, it puts you into the setting, and slowly starts to build out the tools that you have at your disposal. And one of the things that we're going to learn here very quickly is I think you get introduced to the whole map at this point. There are 5 major areas spread out across the map, and 6 if you count the DLC. And they're in, kind of an arranged pattern. So if you drew an X, there's 4 locations at the 4 corners, and you start right in the middle, which is called the Marrows. There's 2 kind of cities right across the bay from each other, the Greater Marrows and I think the Lesser Marrows, or the Narrow Marrows. I think it's Lesser Marrows. And when you're here, you'll get to meet vendors, and you'll get to do a little bit of fishing, and you'll get to make a little bit of money, and you might dabble in some upgrades for your ship. And then in every single zone of the game, including this starting zone, there is a major quest item which you'll be able to find. Usually it's through a long quest chain that's tailored to that specific environment. So you want to find one of these quest items, and there'll also be a fish shrine where you need to catch a certain type or certain types of fish, put them into the shrine, and you'll get a special reward. And then all of the items, I think not the starting location, but all the other 4 or 5, if you, again, count the DLC, have an NPC, a hooded figure who has 3 different fish that they would like you to catch and bring to them in series. They tell you what the first one is, you bring it. They tell you what the second one is, you bring it. And when you finish the 3rd one for each of them, you'll get a reward. So in this first video, it will conclude with acquiring that first item. Again, the first one is easy to get here. There's no major quest. It's just getting through the tutorial, finding out all the characters, doing a little bit of fishing. And if you find the right spot, you'll get that first quest item. And you can also complete the fish shrine for a new fishing hook, which improves your boat's abilities. All of that is introduced here. And when we finish with that, we'll look to expand a little bit and do some cleanup before we start to branch out into those 4 other distinct areas of the game. So that's the plan. Hopefully you enjoy the video series. Hopefully you tune in for them, and hopefully you enjoy and play Dredge at some point as well. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.
Hmm.